Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to this week's episode of Learning Urien, where we're going to be talking about headbutt loops. But before we start, you can see I changed position, and you can see my points that kind of disappeared. Don't be alarmed. This is on my PlayStation account. I've just switched to PlayStation, and I'm getting used to the PlayStation lag, so I might as well also start doing these videos on it. Because this week, we're actually also going to do some stuff that requires I actually have my execution on point. We're going to talk about headbutt loops. Probably one of the most infamous combos in Street Fighter V, and one of the most stylish things you can do to an opponent. For people that don't know, Headbutt Loop is a very specific combo that requires a very precise distancing. And not only that, Headbutt Loops can only be done on specific characters. Different setups for different characters. So it's a very, very high level thing to do. So, when I say different categories of characters, in the headbutt loops, we often specialize in, we talk about the normal group of characters, there's the Laura group, there's the Balrog group, and then there's the three unique, that is Abigail, Alex, and Blanca, the new one to the group. So you need different setups for different characters. And when I say setups, the headbutt loop is easily done, I think that's a word, from a stun combo, from a stun. So when you get the stun, you set up to do this setup by doing some specific inputs, and then from there you can start doing the headbutt loop. But in this video, I'm not gonna really be teaching you guys like 15 different headbutt loops from different characters. That would be like, I don't think that's what this is about. I have there's this very nicely done Google Docs documentary that has all these kinds of different headbutt loops on different characters, the different groups and all that. So I'm gonna be linking it in the description below. Go check it out if you're interested in learning different headbutt loop setups, if that's what you want to grind. But I also want to make sure you guys understand, if you're newer to the game and aren't really, still understanding Street Fighter, still learning Street Fighter, still learning Urien, this is not what you should be focusing on. It's cool, and you should be practicing, but there's more important stuff you should be focusing on. And that's like your fundamentals, like the videos we talked about before, your pressure, your meaties, your anti-airs, these kind of stuff are more important. So this video is going to be more about teaching you how to do the headbutt loop than showing you different setups. I'm going to show you two setups. Actually, one setup and one punish. That's all I'm going to show you in this video. You can read about it in the doc. It's really nicely made. There's videos, examples. They even categorize it from easy to hard headbutt loops. It's a very well done thing. So I'm not going to sit here and video format their setups. It's already been done. I'm going to teach you guys how to practice being able to start doing headbutt loops. So what is the best way to practice headbutt? Actually, let's start out with showing a headbutt loop. Let's start out with showing what a headbutt loop is. I'm gonna show the setup I wanted to talk about. This works mid-screen on the normal character group. Mika is in the normal character group. It is mid-screen and works off basically any hit, but there's a bit of a difference between what kind of hit it is. If it's stun, you do one dash. If it's any kind of other kind of hit, if it's stun, if it's throw, it's one dash, and if it's any other kind of hit, it's two dashes, or until you are dragging the opponent across the stage. Okay, in a second this is gonna make more sense. So we're gonna start with a back throw. Damn. This is actually a really consistent setup. I just messed up right there. Headbutt loops can also be very inconsistent, which is why a lot of people don't say they should be used in tournament. Okay, there I did it. That is the headbutt loop. A headbutt loop is two headbutts in one combo, and then you finish with either like a third headbutt or a EX tackle or something like that. But that is the headbutt loop combo. And actually the thing I just want to talk about this, to be able to learn this, it is very important you have the inputs. It's very important you have these. It makes your life a lot easier. As you saw, I whiffed it twice, and I actually saw why I whiffed it once. So to be able to practice that, you have to master the art of cancelling your standing moves into a charge move. That is the hard part about this. This is what you need to be able to practice. So to be able to practice this, I would say you just start out by being close to the character and you just start doing this. Oh, yeah, do standing. So what we're gonna do, actually, I'm just gonna explain to you first. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start by being crouched, then we're gonna move to back, press the button, then we're gonna hold up back and press the button. This is what you need to master, being able to do this double button tap. Oh. There we go. It's hard when you have to do it slow, but as you can see, this is what I do. So this is what you need to master. You need to master with different buttons. So let's do a light punch. See, here I made the mistake. I made a mistake. And we look at the inputs. What was the mistake? I didn't do upwards with the medium punch. So that's why a target combo came out. A target combo can also come out if I do the inputs too slow. There's a very specific rhythm to the headbutt loop. So this is the fast part. So the rhythm would be like duk, 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 duk. The slow duk, the first duk is the headbutt hitting, and then you do the fast duk, which is like duk. So that's the rhythm to it. So that's what you want to practice. So you want to practice, just keep doing this, just be able to do these cancels. Just keep see, there I messed up because I was too slow to convert into the second medium punch. Do it. See, I did the same mistake again. I did forward, I held backwards instead of up back. So we correct the mistake. It's very important you do it fast. The button press is fast. So that's what I want you to practice. Also practice with like forward, medium punch, thrust. It's good to learn this from different setups. So this is the main part you need to learn, how to do standing moves into a charged headbutt. But to be able to do this consistently in headbutt loops, you also need to learn how to charge properly. You need to learn how to charge, which means you need to be able to do moves and immediately go back to charge. Always keep charging, always charging. So what I practiced to start with to doing this was doing this on hit. Oh, see, it's actually, so we do this. And that's because I'm not holding charge too fast enough. Just follow this rhythm. Keep the rhythm up. Medium punches now. Okay. Medium punches. Practice charging into a hard punch. And see, I mess up between there. As that should not happen. So, this is what you need to practice to be able to do headbutt loops. You need to be better at charging, or good at charging, not better, I don't know how good you are. You need to be good at charging, and you need to be good at doing these standing punches into cancels, into headbutts. That's what you need to understand how to do. So, that's what you need to learn to be able to do headbutt loops. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part, is be able to do this in combos. At a whiff. Anything else, all the other things about headbutt loops, how to start them and stuff, that's just practice. That's just a setup. That's just like practicing Aegis setups. It's the same. You get the stun, you know what setup you want to do, you do the setup. The hard part is actually the execution of the headbutt loop. But as soon as you got that down, you can start practicing different setups. Let's just take a look at the setup I did again. As I said, it works from throw with one dash. Now let's do any hit. Like let's say you get a normal knee into a stun. Like that happens sometimes. You dash forward into your drag across the stage. And then you do this. It's 2 dashes normally until you drag her across the stage. You do the hard punch, fireball, jump over, stand hard kick, cancel stand hard kick, or link it into stand medium punch. And from there you start the combo. As I'm doing the start hard punch, this might actually be hard for some of you guys. I didn't actually think a bit about this before now. Notice I do the stand hard kick and immediately I go charging. That's the whole thing with practicing, always doing charge. Immediately I go downwards. So I'm ready to do the headbutt. This is also good to learn so you can do stuff like this. Oh, that's of course not that. Okay, let's say you do... I can't do it. Okay, whatever. What I want to show is canceling forward medium punch into shoulder or into headbutt. Like, yeah, it's basically the same as that. It's tougher to do, and it's sometimes you're required to do it. I just can't do it right now. But yeah, this is part of it. So that's setup, and that's you can go practice that. But of course, you need to practice the other stuff first. If you're not comfortable doing standing moves into charge, you need to practice that. If you're not comfortable always holding charge, you need to practice that by doing what I just did with the headbutts and stuff. So the different thing, this is just a normal setup that works on all the normal characters, mid-screen, on hit and on throw. Very good. I don't have a good setup for in the corners yet. Sadly, I don't have good setups for that back throw or forward throw or hits. I'm still looking for that. If you know any that are good, reliable headbutt loop setups in the corner, where you put your opponent in the corner, please let me know in the comments below. I would like to know that. So this is of course a punish of a stun, but headbutt loops can be used for so much more than that. It can be used also as a punishing tool. So let's say, and this is the reason I picked Mika actually. So let's say we block Mika's EX Peach. But notice, I didn't mess it up this time. This headbutt loop only hits one headbutt, but it's still the most optimized damage you can do off a punish of EX Peach if you do this. This does 10 more damage or something like that than the normal combo, which would be something like it does 10 more damage than that. So it can also be used as a punishing tool. These kind of punishes are more rare. It's very much rare to see it used as a punishing tool, but it can be done, and I think this is something you should actually practice to be able to punish with. But yeah, so that is what I wanted to show for this video, guys. I wanted to show you the tools you need to know how to do headbutt loops, what you need to practice, and I just wanted to quickly show one headbutt loop as an example, and then one punish too. And then also with the punish show that some headbutt loops only work with one hit of the headbutt, most work with two. But it's not in all cases. So yeah, please check out the doc below if you're interested in this and want to learn some different setups for the different groups. And yeah, and I can't overstate this enough. This is very advanced stuff. If you can't do this from the start, it's okay. This is very hard to do. And if you are still working on learning Street Fighter, which I'm still working on learning Street Fighter, but if you're still working on your fundamentals, anti-ang, if you still have a difficult time with anti-ang, if you still have a difficult time with people that wake up free framer, it is more important you set time off to understand how to do this better than doing headbutt loops. They look cool, I know, and it's fun to practice this kind of stuff. But trust me, if you really want to gain rank and get like higher up on the ladder on Street Fighter, get more points, practice your anti-airs, practice your meaties, practice your pressure, as the first videos I showed you in. That is more important. But this, I just wanted to show it because it is cool. It is really swaggy to do. So yeah, I hope you learned something with this video. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to see more, you hit the subscribe button for more of my weekly videos of this. Also, if you have questions to this, please just type a question in the comments below. Also, if you just want to comment on the video, please do. I know I'm not as active as I used to be around the comment section, but trust me, I read every single comment still. I still read it all. And I try to improve. I know some of you have been complaining about sound, and I've been tearing out my hair on fixing it, but I don't know what I can do different about it. I'm sorry. I really try to make it work. But yeah, hope you guys learned something in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.